Good morning, everyone. This is Herb from the Herb Swamp. And today we're going to be talking about the beautiful Grumichama. Now, the botanical name for this plant is Eugenia Brasiliensis. This is a very, very shade tolerant plant, which is another reason I have this in my arsenal. As you guys know, I'm on a patio here and I'm shaded out by all the oak trees above. There is some dappled light that comes through during the day, but the shade is quite prominent back here. Now, another issue with having this much shade is that the soil tends to hold much more moisture because the plant is utilizing less of the moisture due to less light. So that's something that I had to keep in mind when I went to start my patio food forest. So the Grumichama, it does not mind wet feet at all. It also, like I said before, is shade tolerant. It only needs about 3 hours of Florida sun, and it will fruit in part shade. So that's definitely very important for me, for someone that does not have a ton of sun back here. Now, like I said, it does tolerate the wet soil, but it does want some dry periods in between. So if we've had a lot of rain, I definitely wouldn't be watering this plant. Definitely want to let it dry because the roots can rot. Typically won't kill the tree, but it will set you back. Now, it's also extremely drought tolerant, which is really rare with a tree that also tolerates wet periods. It's very interesting. It can tolerate quite a bit of drought and has gone through negligent periods where it hasn't been watered, and I took a moisture meter and it read at about 1 or 2, which is bone dry almost. And it did tolerate that. It came back no problem. Now, fruiting time in Florida is going to be in May, and sometimes the second crop in the fall. You'll start to see flowering, usually about April, and that's when a lot of the magic happens. Let me give you guys a little bit of a better look at the trunk as well. This is a pretty young tree, has not fruited yet. I have an older tree over at my dad's that has fruited, and mature trees, which can get up to about 10 feet plus, sometimes up to 30 feet in their native region in South America, can yield more than 50 pounds of fruit. It's a pretty high yielder once it's mature. Now, the taste of the fruit is like a cross between strawberry and traditional cherry, I would say. Some people have said strawberry and grape, but I kind of feel like it has more of a traditional cherry taste. Now, as far as the zones, it is hardy down to about 25 degrees. It can, but it's pretty well suited for zones 9 through 11. Another plus is that this plant is self-fertile. It doesn't have any chill requirements, but it does enjoy that cooler period. It seems to help with fruiting in the spring. So this is the Grumichama, Eugenia Brasiliensis. All right, this is Herb from the Herb Swamp. You guys have a good day.